Hi, it's Grandma Moore. It's Monday. The sun is shining. It's supposed to be in the 50s today. I'm so excited, but I'm afraid it might hurt the dashing because it's so pretty out. So come along for the journey. Let's see what happens. All right, I got my first order, $23.15 for 13 items at Myers for 19 miles. Not a great order, but get me started for the day. And with it being pretty, I don't know what to expect, so I probably won't be picky today. There was a lot of police activity on my way here, so I didn't record anything, but I just got it done and headed to deliver. Well, that ended up being a really bad decision because I got stuck in traffic for a long time, and it ended up being really far away. So I only made $23 and it took over an hour and a half. It's 9:20. I started at 8. It's 9:25 and I'm still not back in the zone. Well, the orders are definitely slim today, or horrible. So I went ahead and took this for $6.50 for 3 point something miles, and on my way to deliver it. Well, it's a 3 to 12 minute wait. So I went ahead and turned on Uber, and they had sent me a lot of weird orders. So I finally got one. It was $6 for a half a mile at Taco Bell. So we're going to try that one. So I brought the food in a hot bag, and the customer was like, "Thank you so much for keeping it warm." So that was a nice feeling. Well, I've been sitting for a while, and it is very poor orders. So I took this $5.50 for 3 something miles. So far at 10:30, I've made $35 and gone 48 miles. So it's gonna be a rough one for sure. All right, got a $12.75 for 9.9 miles. All right, Uber sent me a $7 order for like 5 miles for Joyous, and it's better than a lot of the orders I was getting from DoorDash. Some of the ones on DoorDash, I was on the expressway and already past the exit, and it wasn't worth turning around for. So trying to keep it going. I'm gonna be lucky to make $100 today. I'm losing interest really fast. All right, I took another Uber order, 7-Eleven for 6 miles. So just pulled up at Culver's, picking it up. I don't know, it's a horrible Monday. 2 bad Mondays in a row. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. If not, I might just start switching it over to taking Mondays off. Well, I was getting ready to do the devotion, but they sent me a $40 order for Louisville, 15 miles. I'm taking it because I've only made like $67 today. Well, this Uber order for $40 ended up being picked up by somebody else. They want to charge me a cancellation, a percentage on my cancellation rate, and I'm trying to get to the gold, and it's just ridiculous. It's so frustrating, and I ended my DoorDash because it was going to take a minute, and it's always something. It's just been a bad Monday. It almost makes you feel like, I was working on my devotion when I got this order. It's almost like the devil is trying to stop me from doing my devotion or something, So if I cancel this order, it goes against my cancellation rate. I've been sitting here fighting with support. They will not provide me any compensation. And it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. How do you not provide any compensation? How do you cancel an order that somebody else picked up? It had nothing to do with me, and it go against my cancellation rate? It makes no sense. So I hung up on support. I'm not canceling the order. It could just sit there for life. I don't know what to tell them. They won't compensate me. They're going to count it against me. So I'm over it. And I'll probably be kicked off of the app. So I took the $6 order from Chick-fil-A on DoorDash, and I'm just letting the Uber order just sit there. And so support keeps calling from Uber, and that order still hasn't been canceled. And I tried explaining them that all I want is it to be canceled without it counting against my cancellation rate and a little compensation for my troubles. And all they say is, we're sorry for your experience, your poor, bad experience or something, and won't help me at all. Like, no matter what I say, they just repeat the exact same thing over and over. Am I being rebellious? Probably. But what else am I supposed to do? I mean, they won't listen. They think that you'll do whatever they say. So at some point, you got to stand up for yourself. If that means getting me kicked off the app, I just get kicked off the app because, this has happened over and over. My cancellation rate went real high because if somebody else picks up your order, it goes against you. And that's not fair. I took this $9.25 for one item at Dick's Sporting Goods going 6 miles. It's been a problem after a problem. So I went to Dick's. It's supposed to be $14.98. It rang up 24 something. And so of course it declined my card. And I told her, I don't know what to do. It said 14, but I can call. And she said, no, it's all right. So she just made it $14.98. So accepted and everything was good. Today has been a pure nightmare. Well, I'm holding my guns for Uber to make them make this right. So the customer just now texted me, is like, I ordered this a long time ago. Where's my food? So I told her, I said, girl, someone took your food. If I cancel it, it counts against me. I said, I don't know how to make this right for the both of us. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I said, should I cancel it? I said, you can cancel it, or I just call support, because I don't know if you cancel it, does it cost you anything? I'm not sure how all that works. So, because I can't order anything where I live. So I just feel so bad for her and for me. So hopefully it'll work itself out. But I mean, I was fine with just holding out and be rebellious. And it's such a shame that the customer at the end of the day gets ripped off. So I'm sad for her. And, if it was DoorDash, they would call the restaurant, ask them to remake the order. And the customer's happy, the driver's happy, everything's fine. But Uber is just like, oh, well, how is that right? I don't get it. I had thought about texting the customer earlier on, but I thought, well, maybe whoever took the food actually took it to her. So that's why I never reached out to her, because I thought, okay, if she did get her food, I don't want to bother her. So once she reached out to me, then I told her what was going on. So it's still on my app, still a live order per se. It's been a long time. So, what, an hour, I think? Well, I stopped for lunch, trying to calm down and everything. And while I was at lunch, the customer did cancel the order, or at least it appeared that way. I didn't get any compensation, but at least she canceled it, not me. Somebody canceled it, not me. So that's good. All right, today's devotion is pursuing humility. Humble people recognize that each individual has great worth in God's eyes. The Lord has specific aims for each of us individually, but He also has goals that apply universally to all believers, such as relentless, lifelong pursuit of humility. A humble mindset is more than a healthy view of ourselves. It's a servant's attitude that acknowledges our total dependence on the Lord. Philippians 2:3 says, do nothing from selfishness or empty conceit, but with humility of mind regard one another as more important than yourselves. In order of priority, Jesus comes first, others are second, and we are last. As believers, we speak empathetically about loving others, forgiving them unconditionally, and treating them with kindness. But the root of these actions is humility. To be able to love and forgive others, we must be willing to recognize the great worth in God's eyes and the magnitude of his compassion, love, and forgiveness toward mankind. As Ephesians 4:32 says, be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving each other, just as God in Christ also has forgiven you. If we think only how we feel, what's convenient for us, or ways to profit from a situation, we won't be demonstrating Jesus' love. However, when humility is our goal, then love, forgiveness, and kindness will grow out of it. So today's situation with Uber, I was maybe not so nice to the customer support, but I tried to explain myself. I tried to redirect my question, or nope, that what I said was, try to regroup it, and they weren't understanding. So the more they didn't understand, the more I got frustrated, and definitely was not showing love and kindness. I did request for a supervisor or somebody that maybe understood English better. I tried to be kind. I tried to go a different route. That didn't work for me. So that was part of my frustration too, was there was a communication barrier, understanding or something. So it was nice to just stop. I did hang up on them twice. I had to, so I could figure out, what do I need to say different? How do I address this differently? And, looking at this devotion, did I show love? Did I show kindness? In a way, but probably the overall picture, I did say thank you for having please have a nice day, blah, blah. Even though we exchanged words, we weren't yelling at each other or anything, but, I need to speak to a supervisor. I need to understand this better. And I would get probably a little louder or a little more aggressive when I said it, but not yelling. And I did thank them and please have a nice day, blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff. But still, I don't think I can handle it better because the point wasn't getting across. There was still an issue. So how do you separate like this devotion with getting your goal accomplished, which the goal is drivers should be treated better? Did I get compensation at the end? No. Far as I know, far as I could tell, it doesn't count against my cancellation rate, but I can't find it now, so I have no idea. And I could have been done with it, but hopefully this will bring it to the forefront to somebody that reviews, if there's a review process, which I don't know, but if so, maybe they'll see that there is a problem. And if us drivers stick to, hey, this isn't fair, maybe something will change. I didn't want much. It wasn't like I was asking for a lot. So I don't understand why it goes against your cancellation rate. And I don't understand why they don't have a system to fix that, So my goal of being rebellious was, hopefully it'll be a red flag to somebody to review and see what the issue was. That's the whole point of being rebellious. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that. And then, even when a person doesn't tip, or it's a low tip, or there's an issue, I still deliver with a smile and hand them their order no matter what it is. Now, when I walk away, I might not be so happy, but, I'll at least I want them to have a good experience either way. So I guess for this devotion it was a good example for today, because maybe I didn't show humility today with the whole Uber situation. But I'm human, and I was frustrated. So we win some and we lose some, right? With this whole situation today, I've been kind of going back and forth, like, do I care if they kick me off the Uber app or not? It's nice to have, like, today has been terrible, so it's nice to have something else to rely on, not just DoorDash. And so in that aspect, yes, I'm glad to have Uber, but really the money maker for me is DoorDash, because that's what's popular in this zone, in this market. But how many times have I went to an order from Uber and there be a problem and it counts against me? And so I don't know that I'm done with them unless they're done with me, which is fine. But I am kind of stuck. If it's DoorDash and somebody picks up your food, it doesn't count against your cancellation rate. You get compensation. DoorDash seems to care about their drivers a little bit more. I'm not saying a lot more, but at least it seems a little more fair. Where Uber seems to quick, easy. You know, their app is quick and easy. Call support, quick and easy. They don't want to muddy the waters. You know, I think it costs them too much money to muddy the waters. And Uber's suing DoorDash, and I'll try to find the article on that. Well, I just looked at the app. DoorDash isn't busy. I'm not messing with Uber. So I am done. I went 103.7 miles and only made $82 today. So it's just been a very bad day. And that's okay too. I mean, you got to have good with bad. The last 2 days, last Thursday and Friday was phenomenal. And so I got to take the good with the bad. It's the facts of life, right? Take the good, whatever. So, oh well, move on. And try again tomorrow. I am working tomorrow. I had planned on working Uber early because I'm not on the schedule till 10. So we'll see. If I'm still on the app in the morning, I'm going to come out early. But if not, then I'll come out at 10. So I would think Uber's mad at me. But maybe this is just a normal thing for them. I'm sure everybody gets mad at them. So anyway, all right. Well, I hope y'all are making better money than I did today. Good luck out there. Be happy. God bless you.